Hey guys, it's Angel from Hell here. I got a different video for you today, a little interesting, little zany, little wacky pistol review for Ready or Not.
Drop it.
So the M9, or the P9, my personal gun in real life, is a 9mm. The 9mm is pretty weak, in all honesty. You'll see this with the Glock. They just gotta dump a lot of rounds into the person to kill them, even with AP if they're wearing armor. It has a good fire rate. As you saw, the mag dump capabilities is good. And this recoil, pretty meh in my opinion. Then you got attachments for this thing, which has got full attachments, SRO, RMR. I prefer the RMR, it looks cooler, even though SRO is better. XF brake and suppressor. Just so you know, the suppressor does make the recoil worse on the M9, so just know that. XF brake is the only one that reduces it. In fact, all pistols suppressors except for, believe the 5.7 and the USP reduce recoil. I believe everything else increases it. But yeah, with the attachments, you get a lot less recoil, as you can see. You can just kind of rip it. That flashlight is a very good attachment. I highly recommend you use the flashlight over this laser pointer, because it acts like a laser pointer. You can just kind of point and shoot with it, and you'll see me do that a lot. Revolver, shit. It's a meme gun. It's complete shit. Fire rate, trash. That was me shooting as fast as I could right there. That was not me slowing down. This is as fast as I can pull this trigger right now. Recoil, it's pretty ridiculous. It's about is what you saw with the 9mm goes up there, but it kicks really hard on that first one shot. Attachments, pretty subpar. Snub nose only reduces muzzle flash. That's it. Everything else is worse with it. Don't use it. Glock, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves the Glock, right? Fire rate, very similar to M9, as we can see on the right. Pretty much the same. But again, it's a 9mm. It's still got that weakness problem where you gotta dump like 5-7 rounds into a person to even hope that they're dead, maybe. Unless you get a headshot, which is good. Recoil, same thing. 9mm, all the same. SRO, RMR. I run the RMR, looks cooler. Compensator, suppressor. Again, suppressor's worse, but the compensator at least is one of those attachments that you can put on this thing. Laser pointer, flashlight, IR laser. Again, flashlight all day, baby. And that's my perfect setup. M45A1 and the 1911 SRO RMR, I believe it's got a compensator, which is good, reduces that recoil, and it's a 45, so this is huge. It's got big recoil, so get that compensator on there, reduce that shit. It's a very solid weapon. This gun hits harder than a fucking semi-truck going down a 40% grade into a minivan with a family of 5 with 19 tons of C4 in the back. It is fucking redonkulous. Like, you'll see that. I actually, like, one-tap fuckers with this thing. Tatankas. It's insane. The recoil is not that bad, as you just saw. M11, another 9mm. Doesn't have any muzzle attachments other than that. It's all the same. I run the SRO on this one. Has pretty decent fire rate. You can kind of rip this one pretty well. I do feel, though, that the recoil is worse on this one, even though they are pretty fucking similar. It just feels worse. And since it's a compact gun, you would think that has really good compression when like someone gets up close to you, which it does. However, and you'll see this, the USP actually is a bit better. So now we're on to USP. 45 caliber weapon, another good one. It's got a nice pillow suppressor. I love that pillow suppressor. And it's got a really good fucking fire rate. Really good fire rate. It's pretty comparable to the 9mm fire rate, so you know it's already pretty insane. Like, look at that. It's pretty fucking insane. Recoil, though, it's a bit tricky. A bit tricky. You gotta pull down really hard. And you can kind of see here, I kind of just full on, just go with it and let it take it up there. But recoil is ridiculous. But like I told you, it is actually smaller than the M11. This is actually the smallest gun, just so you know. So if you do want to, you know, avoid those situations where a suspect gets up in your face and you can't shoot him, use the USP. Look at that. You literally get about like an inch more on the USP. You're still able to use it. Finally, the 5.7. My baby. I love this thing. It's got 21 rounds. The reason why I know that is because I use it all the time. It's the only one of the few reasons why I use it. It's got the highest mag capacity. Recoil, basically non-existent. Fucking go full auto on this thing and you'll hit every shot. The bullets whiz through armor like it's nothing, especially when you put AP. Same attachments as everything else. I run the SRO, get the most sight picture with that shit. Flashlight again for that point shooting needs, and then it only comes with a suppressor. Don't really need that, but if you want to reduce that vertical recoil even more, that will work.
Get on his ground. Stop it now.
Oh, what a day. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I had making it. And I hope you learned something, got something out of this video too. Now, one thing I want to point out is these pistols are cool. They're awesome. I love them. You like to be John Wick. But they're not your primary. They're your secondary. They're for that oh fuck moments. Your primary is your rifle. So let's use this thing and let's make some peace, eh? Maybe with a little violence.